2018 is over, and it's time to look back at the year and count down my top 5 favorite games. Now, in order to be on this list, I have to actually play it. Originally, when I wrote this script, I didn't have a Nintendo Switch. However, I did get a Nintendo Switch this year towards the very end of the year. However, I did not like any games on there enough to include on this list. Sorry, Smash Brothers. Now, I feel like 2018 was very top-heavy with its games. There wasn't a whole lot that came out, but the stuff that did come out were fantastic. That's why there's only 5 of these and not 10. And I wanted to make a worst games of 2018, but I don't think I played enough games to even include on that list. Let's just pretend that just says Fallout 76 4 times. Let's pretend it says Fallout 76 4 times. It says NBA 2K at number 5. So, there's your worst list. Without further ado, let's get into the best games of 2018. Number 5. Dragonball FighterZ. Dragonball FighterZ came back out in January, and I think it was remade from Nintendo Switch as well. Should probably look into getting that. It came out with 21 characters, which doesn't really feel like a lot, and there's a lot of DLC that came out after, I believe. Now, funny thing about this, I actually didn't play it much after it came out. I love the game. The gameplay is fantastic. You have 3 characters, you fight out in one of the most beautifully looking 2D animations you've ever seen. This stuff looks better than the anime. But I'll tell you what, the story isn't very good, and that's not really a big deal in a game like this because it's about being competitive. And the only reason why I didn't play it much is because I'm not too good at it. But you can master this game, and I recommend this to anyone that's a Dragon Ball fan, which I am. Number 4. Dusk. Alright, so Dusk is a indie game, and it came out December 10th, 2018. And as of this writing, I have indeed played this game, and I've gotten through most of it. I have not yet beat it, but I can safely say that this game is amazing. It's made by, I'm gonna totally ruin his name, David Szymanski, and published by New Blood Interactive. It is on Steam, and let me tell you, if you're a fan of Quake, Doom, any of those old-time shooters, even Doom 2016, because the soundtrack in this game is amazing. This game is for you. Straight to the point, absolutely wonderful art direction with the models that look so old school that it's just so perfect. It plays fast, it's just amazing. And if you have about $20, that's all it takes to buy this, pick it up, because it's worth that money. It's worth it. This is actually worth a $60 game. It's also kind of horror-y too. It gave me some creeps here and there. Number 3. Marvel's SpiderMan. Now, you probably already knew what the top 3 are going to be going into this video. But if you're including a top 5 list of video games in 2018 and you don't include Spider-Man, I mean, what's wrong with you? This is the definitive Spider-Man experience. It's not the best superhero game I've ever played. It's not even the best superhero game on this generation, in my opinion. But it's just tremendous. It's a tremendous quality game. The story at the end does feel kind of rushed, but I mean, it's so fun to just web sling around everywhere, and the combat is pretty good. The models are fantastic. The graphics are great. Oh my god, the emotions are fantastic. You can see inside windows of buildings. This game has almost everything that you can ask for in a Spider-Man game. Okay. I have gone back and forth between these 2 games quite a bit. And it's funny. In my head, I'm going, this game's better in the long term, but this game has better everything else. So, what does that mean? Well, it means that it is kind of more of a 1A, 1B, but that's a cheap cop-out, and I had to pick one on number 2. So with that being said, number 2. God of War. This game was, it's so perfect. There's no negatives with this game. and it's only getting beat out by one game that actually has a lower score that I gave. But it's so, this game, you know what, if you gotta pick one game for 2018 and you just have like a month to play it, choose this game. This game is fantastic. Coming out on, 4/20. That's funny. Everything is perfect. I didn't have a single bug. The story is fantastic, though it does kind of leave you on a cliffhanger. The combat is easy, but it's hard to master, which is tremendous. This world is amazing. The graphics are great. I can't give this game enough credit. To me, this is really 1B or 1A. I don't know how you pen it, but when it comes to, in 4 years, we're all going to be playing the sequel of this game. We're not going to be playing this game. We're going to play in the sequel, which is the only reason why this game isn't number one, because the game in front of it has so much content in it. Number one. I mean, do I really need to tell you? You probably already know. Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, where to start with this game? Red Dead Redemption 2 is a story-based single-player game made by Rockstar. It has so much content in it that you can go play this game for 3 years probably and still experience something new. You could probably play this game for 4 to 5 months before you even touch Chapter 2's main story. And that story is also just absolutely amazing. This is some of the best narrative ever in any media, movies, books, games, ever. The only thing about this game is that the controls and gameplay can sometimes be, I don't know, limited. Does that make sense? It'd be nice to have like some sort of free world option while inside the story. It's just so linear. But good lord, what they did with this game. I mean, the horse poops. This game is just wow. That's what I wrote on my piece of paper that I'm reading off of. This game is just wow. But for real, they put so much stuff in this game that it has to be number one. It takes 60 some hours to play through single player. There's a reason that, despite everyone not liking Grand Theft Auto 5's microtransactions, that everyone also still plays it to this day. Because Rockstar knows how to make a fun world. And when it comes down to 5-6 years, this game will still pop up. Because A, its narrative is so great, B, it's so big, C, there's probably people just now finishing it, and the online is probably going to be updated time and time and time again. If you have one game to get on your console, one game, and this has to last through the whole lifespan of the console and maybe 10, 15 years after that, Red Dead Redemption 2 is currently your game to get. Like and subscribe, comment down below, come back next time, and thank you for watching.